Hello, welcome to Kate's Egg. Today I'm here in Gummersmark, Denmark, and I am standing in front of the house my great-grandfather grew up in, which is just phenomenal. I had only seen it from pictures. My great-grandfather emigrated to Montana from here in 1912. So it is just amazing to finally go back to my roots and see where my family is from. I will insert a photo of my great-grandfather standing with his sister and her daughter in front of this home when they visited after Chris Jensen, my great-grandfather, had homesteaded his farm. So I'll show you a bit of the house, and this must have been the barn. It's still all farmland, so it's on the island of Zealand and not too far from Copenhagen, about 30 miles west, which is just amazing. So technically I would be an 8th Danish. As you can tell, it's absolutely beautiful. The home has been renovated now, and the couple who live here are very nice. Here's the barn, and then here's the cropland. I had imagined that it would be a built-up city, and I didn't even know that the house would still exist. So it has just been an incredible experience to see it in person. Here are the crops. I'm not sure what this is, and this was probably all a part of this home's property, or part of it at least. It took quite a bit of digging to find where the home's location was, and I also know the church where he was baptized at, so I will show you that next. Here's another view of the home. And it was the most surreal experience when we first drove up to it. It's in a very, very small town, and here it looks like we have possibly, it doesn't look like wheat. I'm not entirely sure what this crop is, but it's gorgeous, and all of the homes here are. There's lots of little farm houses. It's really cool to imagine what life would have been like for my great-grandfather when he lived in this area. All of the flowers alongside the road are so beautiful. I hope you really enjoyed seeing my great-grandfather Chris Jensen's home and learning a little bit more about the history of my family's Montana farm. Now I am standing in the little village of Gummersmark, which is about a kilometer away from Chris Jensen's childhood home. And it's just adorable. It's a small village, so there's not a huge amount going on. The buildings and architecture are absolutely spectacular. Now I am standing in front of the church my great-grandfather was baptized at, which is really neat. And it's a beautiful yellow color, and the gardens are spectacular. So I'll show you around. I am in a little bit bigger of a town that's nearby where his childhood home was. This is also a graveyard, and I've noticed some graves with the last name Jensen. So I suppose they would be distant relatives. The gardens are truly immaculately kept. The religion in Denmark is primarily Protestant Lutheran, so that's what this church is. Here are some Jensen names, and there are several more throughout the church grounds. I have very much enjoyed my time in Denmark so far. It's a beautiful country. I would also like to say a very big thank you to the Tote family, which are very close friends of my family in Montana. Their whole family has spent a harvest working at the farm, and my family has been to visit them on multiple times as well, and they are the nicest people ever, and it has been such a pleasure to finally meet them. Here's the other side of the church. While traveling in Denmark, I have seen many churches with this same style of architecture and the same build and the same look, but this is the only yellow one I have seen so far, which I think is really interesting. This grave up here also says Jensen. Now I'll take you inside the church. Last time I was here, it was not open. The town's name is Biersko, and it's about 3 kilometers from where my great-grandfather Chris Jensen's childhood home was. And I very much enjoyed learning about my family's history and a little bit more about my heritage. I hope you also enjoyed. make sure to like and subscribe to learn more about how your food gets to your table. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!